Hey, how you doing today? So I am going to have to quarantine for the next 2 weeks. I am going to be doing a lot of different things on Google Classroom and trying to get you guys as much instruction as possible and as much information and get your assignments uploaded as quickly as possible. So we're going to have to get used to this format in English 1 pre-AP for the next couple of weeks. I will be out for 2 weeks at least. Hopefully no longer than that, so I can be back in class and talking with you guys and getting everything taken care of there. So a couple of things before I get started on all of our notes. One, I am going to be uploading assignments daily. The substitute, whoever is in there, should know what the assignments are due to the subnotes. They will be going in through your Google Classroom, and they may be going in through StudySync. We all have logged into Google Classroom, we all are logged into StudySync, and we all know how to use both of that. So please, get it done when I ask you to get it done so we won't have any issues. You are going to be asked to turn it in on time. Just because I'm at home does not mean that you don't have to turn it in on time. If I say the due date is August 25th, I mean the due date is August 25th. You're going to turn it in on August 25th. If it's turned in late, I will be contacting you and I'll be contacting your parents to figure out why these assignments are not being turned in on time. Everything that I assign you should be able to get done within the class period. And if you don't get it done, I will ask you to finish it for homework that night because I will be assigning homework the next day. Unless I say that day that you do not need to finish it for homework because you will be working on the exact same thing the next day. That would be the only case. So, please make sure you're getting your assignments done on time. You need to be checking Google Classroom every single day when you come to 7th period, and you need to be working on your assignments every single day. I will be trying to set up Google Meets every now and then, hopefully every day in the next couple of days or every other day or something like that, so we can talk and I can gauge how you're doing and how you're getting along with everything as far as that I'm assigning. You can contact me via email. I've posted my email on your Google Classroom announcements, and you can contact me with a private message on Google Classroom if you know how to do that. Please contact me if you have anything. I cannot help you if you do not tell me you are struggling. I will be by my computer or by my phone or both between 8 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So during 7th period, I will be there by my phone waiting for questions and ready to answer them as soon as you have them. It might take 5-10 minutes before I respond to your questions, but my job is still the same. I'm just not going to be physically present in class. I am still going to be teaching you and answering questions just through email or through messages on Google Classroom rather than face-to-face. So you are expected to finish your assignments and you are expected to complete them on time and ask me questions if you have them. So, if you can read, which you all can because you're in English 1 pre-AP, then you will know that we are going to be talking about short answer. Short answer is something we are going to be doing every story pretty much, and we are going to hit it hard all year long. The reason is one, you need to know how to write a short answer. Two, you need to know how to write a short answer. That should be the only reasons I have to give you. It is important to be able to write this because this helps you with any other writing assignment that you might have. This short answer format will follow a body paragraph format for any essay you do. It will follow any other format that you need to do. So if you get the short answer down, you'll be able to get any other writing assignment down for me. Now, if you'll notice, there are 4 sections of a short answer. You have your topic sentence, which you could use TS to stand for that. CD stands for concrete detail. CM stands for commentary. And CS stands for closing sentence. These are our 4 different sections of a short answer. I will go in detail as to what each 4 of them mean. Okay? So, topic sentence. That's our first sentence of a short answer. that is only going to be one sentence. You might know a topic sentence is a thesis statement. That's something that you should have learned in 8th grade, but if you have not learned that or you do not remember, I will explain in another video. But your thesis statement is your answer to the question. Your topic sentence is your answer to the question. It should only be one sentence long. This is going to be what your paragraph will be about. So whatever you say in the topic sentence is what you're going to be talking about in the rest of the short answer itself. So this is setting up the rest of the paragraph. Then you have your concrete detail. This is also going to be one sentence, and it is evidence that supports your topic sentence. All right? So, evidence could mean quote, examples, facts, etc. But for this instance, for the next few times that we work on it, you are going to be using quotes. Quotes from stories that we read. That is it. So, for your case, we read The Necklace yesterday. You took a quiz over The Necklace today. Which, by the way, if you're watching this video and you have not taken the quiz and done the vocabulary for The Necklace and turned it in, you do not need to be watching this video. Go back, do the vocabulary, do the quiz, turn it in through StudySync or Google Classroom, and then watch this video. You need to get that work done before you do this. All right? So, your concrete detail, now let's get back on track. Your concrete detail is going to be evidence that supports your topic sentence. So whatever you put for your concrete detail needs to have something to do with your topic sentence. In this case, we're going to be looking for quotes. So if I ask you a question about the necklace and you give me an answer, you need to provide a quote from the necklace that supports that answer. All right, now let's go to commentary. This is going to be 3 to 5 sentences long. These are sentences that explain your concrete detail. They're going to explain why you chose that concrete detail, explain some ideas provided in your concrete detail, and it is meant to provide more information to prove your answer correctly. If you haven't got the idea of a short answer, you're answering it basically in one sentence and explaining in the rest of the paragraph why that answer is correct or how that answer is correct. That's what a short answer is. So your commentary is explaining why you chose that quote, pretty much. It should be 3 to 5 sentences long. What about that quote supports the topic sentence? What about that supports the answer that you provided? You could start off your sentences with sentence starters for your commentary sentences, such as starting it off with "this shows," "this highlights," "this reveals." I'll have an example here in a second for you to look at. And then you'll have a closing sentence. One sentence. That's it. This closes the entire paragraph up. So you'll have one sentence, which is a final conclusion sentence. This is the last sentence that wraps up your paragraph. You need to wrap everything that was stated in one sentence. You could start it off with "in conclusion, therefore, furthermore," etc. Okay? What you feel comfortable with right now is what I want you to do. Okay? So if you feel comfortable saying "in conclusion" for your conclusion statement or your closing sentence, by all means, do it. We will get better and we'll think of better ways to conclude sentences. So, you have 4 things: a topic sentence, which is the answer to the question; concrete detail, which should be a quote or evidence that supports your answer; commentary, that's going to be 3 to 5 sentences that support your concrete detail, explain why your concrete detail supports your answer; and then a closing sentence, that's one sentence, and it's your final conclusion sentence that wraps up the entire paragraph. Okay? Now, you want to see what this looks like in real life or in a short answer? Okay, let's go look at it. We got our example right here. So, we're going to base this off this question right here. What is one way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies? We will be reading this story later in the year. So, yeah. What is one way in which symbolism is used in the Lord of the Flies? That's the answer or the question we are going to be trying to answer. So, I've provided an example short answer for you based off of this question. You can see that I have my 4 sections: my topic sentence, my concrete detail, my commentary, and my closing sentence. So, here's the answer. The topic sentence. One way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies is with the conch shell. Notice how I restated the question into an answer, and then I provided my answer. So the question was, what is one way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies? The answer is one way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies is with the conch shell. There you go. That's the answer to the question. But we're not done there. We need to explain why that answer is correct and show how that answer is correct. So, we provide our concrete detail next. In Lord of the Flies, William Golding stated, "They obeyed the summons of the conch partly because Ralph blew it." Now, you might be wondering, how did you do that? Why do you have in the Lord of the Flies and William Golding? Who is William Golding? Well, I will explain in embedding quotations because that's what I just did there. I embedded a quotation into a complete sentence. I will explain this in another video in the next day or so. But basically, all you need to know is this quote right here. They obeyed the summons of the conch partly because Ralph blew it. This supports this answer. How does that support that answer? It's just a quote. Well, let's look at our commentary. That will tell us how it supports that answer. So we see here it says, this shows. Notice that sentence starter that I used. It's an easy way to transition from your concrete detail to your commentary sentence. This shows, this being your quote right here. So this shows that the conch held some power on the island. Whenever the conch was blown, that meant that the meeting was about to happen and everyone needed to be there. The chief, Ralph, was the one who blew it because he was the leader of the group at the time. The reader can see that the conch symbolizes leadership among the boys on the island. I said a commentary section should be 3 to 5 sentences. This was 4 sentences. If you want it to be longer than 4 sentences, that's fine. Go for 5. If you can only think of 3 at the moment, this is your first one for the year, so try for 3. But remember, just know that I will be pushing you harder as the year goes, and we will be writing more and better as the year goes on. But this whole section explains why this concrete detail supports this topic sentence. That's how that goes. That's exactly how you should be trying to do your commentary sentences. Obviously, don't copy this word for word because this isn't going to be the answer for every single question. This is only going to be the answer for the Lord of the Flies question that I asked about symbolism. Okay? So, then finally your conclusion statement. This is going to wrap up your entire paragraph. In conclusion, one way that William Golding uses symbolism in the story is by using the conch to symbolize leadership. Started off with in conclusion. It's simple. I restated the question into an answer a little bit more and provided my answer. And I gave my reasoning as to why it was the conch shell. Okay? And why the conch shell symbolized leadership. Okay? So I explained everything that I talked about in one sentence in that conclusion sentence. That's what we need to be doing. It's 6 to 8 sentences. You will be pushed harder as the year goes on, and you'll be writing more than 6 to 8 sentences. But as the year starts right now, it's 6 to 8 sentences. You have a document that you should have been filling out. There are blanks throughout for this entire note-taking process. You should have been filling out the blanks, and with that document that you filled in the blanks, I need you to turn it into Google Classroom in the assignments that I have created with this video. Okay? If you don't turn the document in, then you can't get a grade. This is going to be an easy 100. So you should have 2 grades by the end of this week. Your first grade being the quiz and vocabulary that you did today before you watched this video. The second grade being the interactive notes filling in the blank with this. Okay, that's an easy 100 if you do this. Please, turn it in. If it's not turned in by the end of the day today, I will start contacting in the next day or so, figuring out why it's not turned in and so forth. So please, get everything taken care of. Do your work when it's assigned. Respect the substitute. Do what they say. If you have any questions, let me know because I can't answer anything, or I don't know if you're struggling unless you let me know. So please let me know via email or private message on Google Classroom. All right? Stay safe, sanitize, and have a great rest of your day. See you in another video soon. Bye.